Hey friends, welcome back to Queen's Redemption Story. I'm so glad you're here today. In this episode, I want to speak especially to my aspiring international students or even those already in the journey, trying to figure things out, adjusting to a new life, a new language, and honestly, a new version of yourself. So, wherever you are right now, maybe walking, maybe resting, maybe overthinking your future, this conversation is for you. Let's start with something simple but real, learning English. Learning English is like a training a muscle. At first it feels uncomfortable. You might feel shy, awkward, even embarrassed. You think people are already judging you. You replay your sentences in your head. You hesitate. But here's the truth. Avoiding practice because of embarrassment will keep you stuck. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in repetition. You need to speak, you need to try, you need to get it wrong sometimes because every time you try, you are building strength. And right now, you need to think about it. You are in Australia. This is one of the best environments you could ever be in to learn English. Everywhere you go, your workplace, your school, even small conversation at store or in the mall, it's all part of your training ground. So don't waste that opportunity. There are even free or low cost English classes around us. There is community centers, libraries, programs, and those support is actually all around you. But here's the thing, support won't work unless you show up. Now let me remind you of something important. The purpose of language is communication, not perfection. People are not sitting there analyzing your grammar. They just want to understand you. And honestly, most Australians only speak one language. So the fact that you are bilingual, that's something to be proud of. And don't shrink yourself because of your accent. Don't silence yourself because you think you are not good enough yet, but because, you already are. You're already good enough. I know for many of us, especially coming from the places like the Philippines, we carry this fear of losing face where we are scared to be wrong. We're scared to people, might laugh at us. We're scared to look like we don't know. But the culture here is different. People here are generally open. They are friendly. They actually appreciate when you ask questions and they see it as a engagement. They see it as a confidence. So instead of staying quiet, try speaking up. Even in class. Yes, even if it feels uncomfortable, it's okay to interrupt sometimes in discussions. It's okay to share your thoughts even if they are not perfect because your voice matters. And here's something you need to understand. Sometimes people won't ask for your opinion, not because they don't value it, but because they expect you to offer it. And this is based on my experience. So you need to step forward and don't wait for permission to be heard. Okay? So now let's talk about mindset. I want you to have a critical mind. Don't just accept everything, even from the teachers. Like think about it, reflect on it, ask questions. That's how real learning happens because when you are just told what to do, you might forget. But when you try it yourself, even if you fail, you remember. And mistakes are not failures. They are part of your growth. And actually, they are one of the best teachers you'll ever have. So don't be afraid of getting it wrong. Be afraid of not trying it at all. Like literally. And now let's go deeper. Let's go to the life direction. This is where many of us feel lost. You might be thinking, what am I doing with my life? Am I on the right path? Why does everyone else seem like they have it together? Like, let me tell you something honestly. It's okay not to have everything figured out. You don't need to. And sometimes we depend too much on other people's opinions. So we ask everyone, like our friends, family, social media, hoping someone will give us the right answer. But instead, we end up more confused because everyone has a different path and what works for them may not work for you, and you know yourself more than anyone else. So start trusting that. Take one step at a time. You don't need the full picture yet, just take the next step. If you don't know your future yet, that's okay. You know, do what you enjoy, do what gives you peace, and trust that things will slowly align. And now, let's talk about faith. And this is something very close to my heart. I don't think I can live my life without faith, like genuinely. Like, I want you to know that God doesn't expect you to have everything planned out. He doesn't require perfection. He asks for trust, daily trust. Even when things don't make sense, even when you feel lost, because sometimes clarity doesn't come before the journey. It comes while you are walking. Sometimes God reveals things step by step, not all at once. So if you are in a season where you feel unsure, that doesn't mean you are failing. And there's a fly. That doesn't mean you are failing. It might mean you are being shaped, prepared, grown. Trust this is timing because His timing is not your timing, and delays are not denials. And I'll be honest with you, I've been here for 3 years now. I'm about to graduate, and guess what? I still don't have everything figured out, and I'm okay with that because I've learned that life isn't about having all the answers, it's about growing. It's all about trying, trusting, and staying faithful in your season through the process. So let's go of unrealistic expectation. Let go of that. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to rush your life. Just keep showing up. Keep trying. Keep believing. Even on the days when you feel behind, even on the days when you feel unsure, because every small step you take is still progress. I want you to keep that in your mind. Don't trap on the social media mindset because that's not happening. That's lies. And before we end, I want to remind you of this. You are braver than you think. You are more capable than you feel, and you are not alone in this journey. God is with you. Even when it's quiet, even when it's confusing, even when you don't see the full picture, keep going. And I want to leave you with this promise based on the Bible verse that I read today. Deuteronomy 31 verse 6 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." Thank you for being here with me today, guys. If this episode spoke to your heart, share it with someone who might need this reminder too. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care and keep your faith strong, friends. Love you. Bye.